And so the day begins. Good morning. I want to try and do these every morning. I've got a bit of a routine, and after I've been out with the dog and I've come home and had my shower and stuff, and I make my coffee, as I'm having a coffee, the length of time it takes me to drink my coffee is when I go on and do some reading, case studies, what's going on in Campaign Live, what's going on in e-consultancy, what's going on in the space, what changes is happening, anything interesting that I can get my nose into. And one of the ones that I came across this morning, it's an older case study. It's been out for maybe a year or so, but I've read it before, but it's had a bit of a resurgence for whatever reason, but I thought it was maybe a good one to share. I thought it was an astonishing innovation. So this is based in Sao Paolo in Brazil, and it's Nike. And what they did in Sao Paulo in Brazil, there's this huge culture for graffiti art. And it's not like tagging, it's proper graffiti art. So really impressive pieces of cultural art. And the governor of Brazil had been going around covering them, painting them off, and then he actually was convicted of criminal damage or covering cultural, destroying cultural importance or something along those lines. But basically what Nike did was they knew that their younger audience that they wanted to target were all really into this graffiti, and so what they did was they paid the graffiti artists to go around and spray paint Nike shoes on the wall. So all of these wee icons and wee arty guys who have been painted on the walls now all have all of these different models and models and types of Nike trainers on, which is pretty clever in itself. That's quite a clever use of space. But where it gets really clever is what they then built in was in their technology. They built in augmented reality. So when you're at the graffiti and you put your camera over it, it then brings up the shopping page for those trainers, which is a genius way. One of the biggest struggles that you get when you're doing marketing is to bridge that gap between offline and online marketing. When someone sees a billboard and then goes onto the website to buy it, you don't know that's what happened. What you do is put a billboard up, and then in the days after that, you look at the website, you look at the sales, and if they go up, you kind of say, well, that's probably because of that. But it's a really loose link. You can't actually attribute it straight back. Whereas with this, you can. It's on the device and it's straight through and it's into the site, and then they're purchasing. I think they've got like a 32% increase in sale, and all the models sold out, and all the murals are now embedded in Sao Paulo's cultural heritage. So I thought that was genius, and it's not that difficult to do. It's just a very clever use of what's popular with your demographic and technology. So their demographic was the younger generation, and in Sao Paulo they're nuts for the graffiti art, and Nike kind of thought outside the box and thought, how can we use that to our advantage? How do we tap into that? Rather than forcing our marketing onto someone, how do we tap into where they're already looking? That's at the key of every marketing campaign that you do, and I think that is genius. So that's my coffee quick for today. Hopefully it's of interest to you. Go try and fire these up most days while I remember, and share the stuff that I'm reading and learning, and see if it's of value to anyone. Have a good day.